I don't want to turn into one of those YouTubers that does everything off camera. Like, I know I told them that last episode that I need some me time and away from them, but I don't want them to think that I don't care about them, because I do. I love recording, but I need some me time sometimes, and sometimes I need to just do things off camera, and I need to. Ah! Hi! Didn't see you there. Sorry, me and Sunny were just having a little bit of heart to heart, because I'm gonna get dogged on for this episode. So I did some things off camera. DLDR, I spent, don't see that yet. I spent 8 hours yesterday just gaming. Like, straight gaming. It was a day off, no school, and I wanted to game. So I gamed. I gamed and hung out with some friends and have some things to show you. We should start with the least exciting first and move to the most exciting. So look at my little area now. So we have done some upgrading. I talked a little bit about building this, I think, last episode, but this is my new updated map room. Very proud of how this came out. I love it. I think, I missed a stair block there. But it just looks really good. So you come up here. It's not fully interiored up here yet. I gotta work on here. I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna make this like a study, like where I'm studying like the blue axle. I don't know how to find it, so I think I'm gonna use like, we have like an invisible item frame feature here. I think I'm gonna put a bunch of paper scattered around in books, bookshelves, and just make it look like I'm really losing my mind. And this is our updated map room. So as you can see, we're at the little green dot. I'm gonna have them move that at some point. I think it's outliving its days. Also, the gators are in prismarine, and I didn't realize, and so they're bright blue on the map, which I think is really funny. But yeah, you get to see our whole little area we've got going on. We're gonna start expanding out this way. I think we're gonna start working on this, between this and the gator here, and then this totally unsuspecting wardrobe actually has something down there. So your girl needs a way of sugarcane. So this is my sugarcane dungeon. So really like this idea. So the farm is really obscured, like really like, but I do like it because if you stand like right here, you could see the face perfectly. So I've got one sugarcane farm back here and then one actually behind this wall as well. And then they both go into copper. I was trying to figure out a way to get them to like come over here because I didn't want to have chests in the floor, which I guess I still do, but I didn't want to have my collection system in the floor. And so I'm using the copper golems for the first time. So this is Walter Copper and Jesse Oxidized Man. Because they're dealing with sugar, so I figured it was pretty funny. So yeah, they just put them in these two bottom chests. They each have a chest, and sometimes they do this where they fight with each other, and I have to separate them. But I think they check the chests every 10 seconds, I think is how their thing works. And then this guy, this is our mending villager. So I stuck him down here too, just because I trade with him the most, so I figured he deserved his own little area. And yeah, and we're about to, the tiny takeover update just came to Minecraft. We're not updated to it yet. I don't know when we're going to. It may be a while on the server. Just because it may be a while on the server. Just because we have to wait for all the plugins and stuff to get updated, or all the other things we use to get updated. And also like all of our mods, voice chat, we won't move it until like everything that is on the server's mod pack is updated probably. So like voice chat, I think is the big one, and Iris. Okay. And then I made a little winery. This is the Mystical Not Your Average Tavern. But it's just like a really simple, I had like the idea of a tavern, but then I saw this winery design on Pinterest and I was like, I love this. So it's like a little wine barrel, more wine barrels, and then we have a bartender, and then we have another bartender. This is Knox, one of my slaves. And you can't really see it well, unfortunately, but it says, was the 50,000 stone not enough labor? So I'm going to start putting my friends in here. And actually, as we walk to the very last thing, I can show you another friend I stuck in here. Batch, who's currently AFK, is an avid gardener, and people have been telling me about his garden. So I figured, why not put him in my garden? So now Batch watches over all of my... Is this creepy? Is this creepy? Sorry, no sneak peeks. This might be creepy. But Batch watches over all of my plants and stuff and keeps an eye on them. I actually have to fix him, so his name, because I don't like the way the name shows up, so I've got to fix this. But yeah, so just adding my friends in. I'm gonna make like a builder's quarry, and I think that's where I'm gonna put Mythic, and then I'm gonna also put. I think I'm gonna make like a little underwater thing for not your average and fabled. We are gonna work, I think, on this side. I think I'm gonna start demolishing trees on this side. I think that we've done so much work that way, but this looks really barren. But look at our nether portal. So this is the most exciting thing that happened. I was complaining about how I didn't want to put stuff on the nether roof, and my super awesome friend Mythic offered to make me another portal, and I said, fuck it, you know what, sure, why not? This is our wonderful nether portal. It looks phenomenal. Look at this tree. Like, and then the swamp water frog thing, and it just looks phenomenal, and I really love it. And so when you go through it, we're now fully connected to the nether roof. So I'm going to have to go in and make a design on this side, or at least something here so people know it's me. I think I want to do something with the tree. Or maybe what I was even thinking is like taking Mythic's design and flipping it to be nether. So like, you know, where he put mud, use like crimson, the like red dirt or blue dirt. But that would be something for another day. But I love this. This is amazing. And like, I didn't realize how close we are to the highway. Like I thought for sure it was going to be like a travel, because I'm really east, but I thought it was also really south, but no. Yeah, this is just phenomenal. And the use of the mangrove leaves, I haven't been using those to their full potential. And I am going to show his Easter egg, which you might complain about, but yep. So built by Mythic. It looks phenomenal. I'm really proud of it. Yeah, I really love it. It's really great. It's such a cool addition and just looks so good. And I don't understand. That man is playing. We were joking that he's playing chess and we're all playing checkers. Like he showed me some stuff on his creative world, and it's all really phenomenal. So I think actually we're gonna start working out this way, and I'm gonna. Yeah, let me see. Yeah, so I'm thinking. And can use my new map room to kind of talk about what we're going through. Oh my god, who escaped again? They've been escaping nonstop recently. It's kind of a bitch. Oh my god, stop escaping. We still have Witzfish. That's gonna take a little bit to update. We're both pretty busy and on offset schedules. I'll give him back his fish if he asks nicely. And he can have his fish back. You know, he has to ask nicely and also drop down his in-chain prices. Then he can have his fish back. That's as simple as it gets, Wit. It's not that hard. So I'm sure him and I will have a conversation. Don't know if it'll be this episode. It'll depend on, like, that one Axolotl's got this. It's someone who hasn't even logged back into the server. They were just on for the first time, so I named it Axolotl after them. Oh, also Mirren is on the server. Gave me this. This is our golden, like, I have a golden rabbit plushie at my house. Mirren got a golden axolotl and gave it to me, so I put it here for good luck. Yeah, and it's getting to the point where I'm concerned about lagging the area, and I don't want to create unnecessary lag. I also don't want staff to come and kill all my axolotls, because it's like, dude, what the fuck? So I've now started keeping, these are our axolotls. One of these axolotls, two of them actually, will get us the blue axolotl. There will be no more renaming, no more breeding and putting back into the pond. We're just at a point right now where, of course it's axolotl. Get fucking down. Thank you. It's just at the point where I'm really concerned about lag, and I don't want to. I also might kill half of these guys off because I don't really use these animals anymore, unfortunately. Melon farm's still going strong. It's super, I think I just emptied it. Yeah, but super productive. Oh. Well, that explains a lot. I was wondering why I wasn't getting any of that. Huh, weird. That's kind of stick. Right, but, oh, well. It's either going to dump a ton of melon or it all despawned. Oh, actually, I just emptied it, so it shouldn't be that big of a deal. Yeah, but still really, really, this whole area just looks great. So, I think we're going to use the map room to decide what I talked about. I need to start putting in some more industrial things. So I think we're going to start branching out and making the industrial stuff over here. I've got my villager breeder right here, so I need to make that look pretty as well. But I think we're going to take the same tones and inspiration as Mythic's build. So I think we're going to do a lot with dark browns. Kind of like that. Like, you know, this texture right here I have going on for this like little kind of half silo thing I built to break it up, which I just realized is really flat and has nothing on it, but whatever. I think we're going to use a lot of similar textures to this just because I think it looks good, which means I'm going to need my ass in dark oak, and that's going to be a bitch, but whatever. Yeah, oh, wrong building. Do you move or are you stuck? I'll just let you be stuck. Knox is working a stand. He'll be fine. And then not much update on the shop. I've started... Sorry. It's weird because my homes are switched around now. Oh, and then I'll show you the farm that Mythic gave me that's actually really sick and really cool. Mending still going strong. Looks like we have had a couple people purchase it, which is great. Restocked all this. Mangrove leaves instead. I'm not going to be stocking the lily pads again. I did not realize that they cannot be bone mealed. And so they're not a renewable resource. And so I need them for my build, so y'all can fuck off. If y'all want your lily pads, go to not my swamp, but someone else's swamp. Mangrove Procopule, there's something glitched where it was like, it was 1 diamond for 4 of them, which is not at all what I wanted. And so people weren't able to purchase them for the longest time. Oops. Not sold any slate. Mud and mud bricks are still going strong. Oh, hi. Hey, man. Hey. Hey. Hello. Yeah, cool. Yeah, so we're just going strong here. Hope all this... Yeah, still swamp shop. Goat milk. Knox. You see, he does a lot of talking for someone who's a slave in my tavern. Okay. Cool. Yeah, and still have me up here saying, don't mind the gator. Cool. Yeah, let's make sure Witt's fish are still where they are. I mean, not where they are, but let's make sure that they're gone. Yep, he's not replaced them yet. I've decided I'm going to stop recording myself going into Witt's place, the evil enchants, until it's done. Because I don't want to spoil it. When it is done, we'll do like a huge thing where we go down there, take a look, and I do like kind of a full tour of it. I'll see if he wants to do it with me. All right. This is the last thing. This is a sand farm. So, and it's not like a typical, and what you would say, why is there soul campfires if it's a sand farm? Well, it's built, and what I didn't know, this is something that Mythic put together. It's built on God, what's the word? It's built on a desert temple. And so the only thing that spawns in desert temples is husks, and husks drop sand. And so it's a zombie farmer, but it's like also an infinite sand farm. So like if I take a look in here really quick, yeah, you can see like it's like a sand farm, because they drop down here and they die on the soul fire, and then they die on the soul fire, and then oh, I don't know what the because they want to break the turtle shells. I forgot. That's so, yeah, no. It's like one of those things you never think about until someone does it, and you're like, what the fuck? Okay. Okay, cool. Yeah, so that's where we are so far. So let's go ahead and start clearing some of these trees, and we can just kind of have a chat. Thank you so much to support in the last video. I got a lot of compliments on the beginning of that video, and I'm very, very proud of it. If you have not seen the last video, if you could please go back and just watch the first 2 minutes, it would mean the world to me. I spent a lot of time using flashback and trying to figure it out, and played with keyframes and editing and spent too long recording that voiceover and too long writing it and editing it on the fly, and it's a lot of work, but I think it looked really good, and I'm really proud of how it came out recording wise. Yeah. So we're going to start emptying out this area. We're going to get to the point where everything's going to look pretty desolate, because we're going to start adding in custom trees. You know, we're in a spruce biome. Oh, dang it. Oops. We're in a spruce biome, which is not swampy, so we're going to start checking out some of these spruce trees with some more of these custom willows. These just look so good. I mean, I'm still uber proud of these, and we've got to go ahead and also make like a bridge across here and down that way. So we've got to figure out a way to connect this. And then I've got to figure out what farms I want to do next. So I think throwing just a bunch of things out. I need a moss farm. I'm so sick of bone mealing moss. I know that they're usually semi-automatic, like not fully automatic. But like I need a moss farm. Like it's just, I think maybe they are fully automatic. I don't know. I need a moss farm. Like I'm getting to the point where it is a pain in the ass to get moss, and I want to keep using it in this build because I'm in a swamp. Like what I'm going to have is moss. I think I'm going to reach out to some people who are in the pale oak area and ask anyone if they have pale oak moss, because I don't want to go, because I know there's a couple of people who are specifically building in the pale oak biome this season, and I don't think I think there's only one from when I was looking on the map, and I don't want to go to their area and just excavate it. Like, I think that's a dick move. So I'll go ahead and reach out to them and see if they'd be willing to just let me buy some pale moss off of them. Because I think that's what we're going to do. So I wonder if I could open X-Zeros. Yeah. Here's Mythic's build. Here's my villager breeder. This right here I think is all going to be dead land. I think we're going to make it look dead. I think a lot of coarse dirt, a lot of mud. It's going to be pretty similar to this stuff, but I think we're going to do a lot more dead, a lot more broken, like even more broken than this stuff is. So we'll see. We'll play with it. I think that fits like a industrial area. So I want to put my mob farm over here. I want to get I need to get a good place for like a semi-automatic lava farm. And I need a place for a super smelter. That's the other thing. So I think super smelter is going to be on this side. Yeah, because God, I'm so sick of using furnaces. At some point, everything will be automated. Let's be honest, guys. You know me, or you don't know me. I'm one of those people who I have a farm for everything. That's my favorite part of Minecraft, is just automating the fuck out of everything. The more, and it's hard because like, you kind of get to a point where you're like, well, now I'm bored, but also at the same time, like, I love building the farms, I love learning new farms. We're definitely gonna have to do a gold farm in the Nether. I have to look into. Did y'all see that? Is that? Maybe it's like a stick or something falling. That was weird. But I need to. I'm debating on doing a gold farm. I can't remember the server's rules about farms on another roof, so I'm gonna have to do some research and like make sure it's okay. I think I already saw someone have a gold farm, but you know me. I want to do everything on my own. Independent woman and all. And I don't need like a big one. That's the other thing about me. I don't need huge farms. As long as it's like that sugarcane farm. Last server, I had a sugarcane farm. I was in this giant warehouse, and it would give me like literally double chests of sugarcane like every hour. Like, it was really efficient. It was on the slime farm, like slime machine ones, flying machine ones. And I did it, and I was like, oh, I'll never go back to doing observer ones. I didn't need all that sugarcane. I didn't need it, and the farm would break, and it was a pain in the ass, and I have to like go in and fix it with basically the observers would lag out when you weren't around, and so it was like if you had the farm on and you left the chunks, which I do all the time, do a spawn, do work, do anything, it would kind of get pissed at you. So I don't want to do that. Hi, Dante. I'm gonna have to throw up pictures of my cats. You will hear me in my recording saying hi to my cats, but Dante's a skittish boy, and so anytime he comes and stands on my desk, I like to say hi to him. I just still can. Him's a young boy. I guess I could talk more about my animals since I got a little sidetracked. I have tons of animals. Always have my whole life. I have my childhood pets. They're still with my mom and my brother. So I have Taxi and Snoopy. Who are both pity babies who I love very dearly. And then she has 3 cats. She has the space for it, so whatever. But she has Juju, Murdoch, and Lucy. And Murdoch is a 16-pound long-haired cat, and Lucy is a 5-pound short-hair 4-year-old little tuxedo, who her full name is Lucifer, even though she's like the sweetest cat on the planet. Like, everyone loves her. All of her vets love her. Everyone loves her. Um, yeah, so she's a 6 pound, no, 5 pound. Last time we weighed her, I think 5 pound little tuxedo cat. She's literally itty bitty. Fucking phantoms. All right, fine. I'll go sleep. Ooh, look, a spider. Die, die. I don't know what effect it had, but yeah. So Rigby and Dante, both rescues from a humane society. Dante, let's start with Rigby because I got him first. Rigby I got almost a year ago. Was 3 years old when I adopted him and had been through a couple different homes. His first family claimed that he was so he was a tabby cat, but they claimed he was a purebred breed that I don't know the name of, that like descends from like Chinese mountain cats. And he's a very regal, pretty looking cat. I still think he's a dumpster tabby. I think they were kind of pulling that out of their asses, but supposedly he's a quote unquote purebred. Not that that fucking matters to me. That's the same as saying he's a dumpster cat to me. But I got him from the rescue, and when I arrived there, and it was kind of like on a whim. Like I had wanted a cat for a very long time, and I had been planning, repairing, and buying things for a cat. But I had like not. This day was not the day where I was like, I'm gonna go get a cat today. No, it was. I went to an event, and this rescue was there, and I was like, oh, like, and I was looking at their animals, and I saw him. And so I drove, and he wasn't at this event. He was back at the rescue, and so I drove back home to the rescue that day with my family, and I called them and I was like, hey, I want to come look at these animals. And he was like the first one that was on my mind. I had like a ton of them I thought were really cute, but I was like, I kind of just want to go look at them today. They're having this like whatever, like I just want to go look today. It was like kind of on a whim ADHD thing. And so we went and I literally called the rescue and I was like, hey, like, I know you guys close in like 2 hours. Are you still like doing adoptions? And they were like, yeah, as long as you're here, like in the next 30 minutes, we'll go ahead and help you. And I was like, cool. So like, had the person that day been kind of a dick and been like, no, I would not have him. I mean, I would have gone back for him. They would have had to drag me out of there without him, but, it would be very hard, but yeah. So I get there and they are like, they kind of prepare me and they're like, we don't have any kittens anymore, because it was like kitten season for them. And I was like, I don't need a kitten. And they're like, what do you mean you don't need a kitten? And I'm a 19-year-old girl, right? Or was I 20 at the time? I was 20. So it's 20, like I'm a 20-year-old girl. And they're like, we don't have kittens, and you're like, we have very few. And they like kind of tried to show me the kittens they did have. And I was like, I don't need a kitten. Like, I just kind of want to peruse on my own. And they're like, you don't need a kitten. Like, they just kind of expected. And it kind of like still to this day I'm like, why would you ever like, and that explains why Rigby was actually the longest there. So he had been given up once from his first family, who say was like a purebred fur. They said they developed allergies, which is valid in some sense to me, you know, like it's still like a bummer, but like if they're not able to love him and snuggle him and not give him a good quality of life, I understand that. And it sounds like that he was either gotten from a breeder or a family friend. So understandable. Also, when you adopt an animal, they give you like a huge, like every single time he was ever returned, there was like a form the family has to fill out. And of course they like blur out all their information, but they give you all that info. So I know like I was able to track down his whole story, including his medical records, which is really cool. Because they did take him to the vet. So that was cool. Second family had a dog and a child, and apparently Rigby did not do well with the dog. They had named him Loki, and so his name was Loki, and he didn't do well. The child, reportedly, the dad admitted, apparently during the like intake interview, when you surrender an animal, they admitted that the child was throwing him around the house, and then they fed the Rigby and the dog out of the same food bowl, supposedly. This is all supposed. This is all things that have been either like told to me from volunteers that were there when he was surrendered, or it's on his paperwork very loosey-goosey. And so they returned him because he's having litter box issues, which is very common. That's the number one reason people get rid of cats, is because of litter box issues. And so he'd been returned for that way. And then the third family that he was adopted out to, it was borderline abuse, unfortunately. Apparently, I don't have a lot of context, but the person who was there, like, going all of his history with me when I went to adopt him was there when he was surrendered again. And he was brought in a cat carrier covered in his own feces and urine, like caked in it, in a cat carrier way too small. So he had, and so apparently, and the way these people wrote about him, like, really kind of ticks me off to this day. On their surrender form, they were really offended because they, like, again, they listed the reason they gave him a litter box issues, and they're like, he poops every night. This is the funniest part. Poops every night in the middle of the night and wakes us up. That was the reason they gave him up, because he was waking them up. And Rigby has never woken me up ever. He's a loud cat, yeah. But what are you doing? He's actually loafing right now. He likes to loaf. He's one of those cats. Oh, look at how much of this area I've cleared out. But so he's having litter box issues. And they were very offended. They were like, we keep our house very clean and the litter box is spotless. And like, they were really trying to clown him off as the problem. And I was like, okay, like I could see, but they apparently were also very, very rude and not at all like attentive. So when I got Rigby, the first month, God, this is really long-winded. So I adopted him. His name at the shelter, they had named him Little Guy. He was overweight. He was 15 pounds. He's supposed to be like 12. So he's 15 pounds. At the shelter. And so when he came into the shelter after the last family, he developed anorexia. Anorexia in cats is not what we think of in humans. It's just they don't eat. That's it. It's not like they throw up. It's they don't eat. So he was anorexic. And then he also had no litter box issues at the rescue at all. Which I don't know why. I think it's because it was a calmer environment for him. I don't know. So I moved him into my house. You know, life is great. I have this beautiful cat who's very, like, he's very lovable and wants to play. But he's scared. Like, he spent a lot of the first 2 weeks under my bed. And I would, like, crawl under my bed and I would, like, hand feed him. He spent a lot of, and he did have a couple litter box issues at the beginning, but it wasn't anything horrible. You know, more so, like, not, he loves to throw litter just out of the litter box. So we got him an automatic. A really decent one that wasn't super, like, not like a litter robot, but I got him an automatic litter box, which has helped exponentially, by the way, because he's just picky. And boy, cats can be that way. They can be picky about litter boxes, and like where their litter box is, and like how much they use it. Hi, Rigby. You hear I'm talking about you? Yeah. TLDR, we had an emergency vet visit. He's fine. He developed something called stress-induced colitis, is the way it was explained to me at the emergency vet. Don't know if that's right. We weren't able to fully diagnose it. But basically, he stressed himself so much, his colon and intestines were inflamed. This is the way it was described to me. It could be wrong. And so he was shitting straight blood. So the $500 later and some probiotics, and he was deemed okay. Yeah, so that was a bummer. For him. So TLDR, Rigby has anxiety issues. He doesn't like new people. He gets very stressed. I think we think it's because some of his past, some of his like abuse he endured. So he and my vet decided to put him permanently on something called fluoxetine, otherwise known as Prozac. So Rigby gets a pill every night, a Prozac. It makes his quality of life so much better. He uses the litter box every time now. No issue on his Prozac. We've had like a couple accidents once or twice since it, but nothing like major. Nothing like he used to not use the litter box at all for a little bit when he got really stressed out. But he is much happier. So yeah, that's a very long-winded story about my cat. And we'll make Dante's a little bit shorter because otherwise, y'all, I've been going 30 minutes already, and I'm just clearing out trees and talking about my cats. Dante, I also got from the same rescue, and he was a kitten. He was a part of a program that basically rescues in other states. They're like overwhelmed. They would go up there and they would take animals from those overwhelmed rescues and bring them down here so they could be adopted. So that was really cool. Yeah, so I got him. His original name was Encore, like Encore. We still don't know why. Like, I even asked people at the shelter. I was like, why is his name Encore? I thought he was bonded with another cat. No, they were just sharing a space. So sorry to that other cat who I didn't adopt, but Dante Dante is a tuxedo. And the reason his name is Dante is because we had Lucifer. So I name, and by the way, these animals don't all live in the same house. Rigby and Dante are just with me. So all my mom's animals are with her. But um, I just read Dante's Inferno and I thought it was fitting. You know, it was one of those like placeholder names where it was like, Dante sounds okay, ha ha ha. And then you just kind of call him that. Like it just kind of happens. So Dante, aka Mr. Handsome, aka Pain in My, aka Munchkins, aka Munchies, is his full legal name, I suppose. I call him Munchies or Munchkin. I don't know why. So he is going to be a year old in May. I got him in August of this past year. Paid way too much money for him because he was a kitten, but I like saw him and kind of just fell in love. He's also insane. He's just a fast little runner. He's curious about everything. I'm talking about you. That's right. And him and Rigby are best friends. I was really nervous about introducing Rigby. And at the time when they were introduced, Rigby was not on his Prozac yet. I was really anxious about introducing a new animal to Rigby. But also, I was working 12-hour shifts and I felt not right to have Rigby here alone all the time. Like it did. And I felt like I could kind of tell. Like he would like, I felt like I just kind of knew. Like it was like time for another one. And I knew that if I was going to get one, I was going to have to get two. Like, it was just going to happen. So, I got Dante. Dante, I brought in a month or two ago for upper respiratory thing. I thought he had, like, an upper respiratory thing. I had to drive an hour round trip away to get him a special compounded medicine. Because cats, doxycycline, like, if you leave in a cat's throat, like it can really fuck them up, because like a pill form or a capsule form, it could like shred their esophagus and like burn it, like is how it was described to me. And so I had to get liquid, and so I had to drive to a compounding pharmacy, which if y'all are in the medical field, y'all know what a compounding pharmacy is. It's expensive and it's a bitch. Actually, it wasn't too expensive. It was like $75 for a month's worth, and I was like, okay, fine. So but while we were at that, they like asked me, they were like, hey, are you sure he's not, like at the time I think it was 9 months old. I was like, yeah, no, he's 9 months old. Why? Like Dante has something called juvenile gingivitis and hyperdysplasia, question mark, if I can remember off the top of my head. TLDR is it's a genetic thing, because I thought for sure it was something I did wrong. It's not. Basically his teeth, he's getting plaque on his teeth for the first time in his life, and his gums don't know how to respond to it at all. Like his gums are just like, what the fuck's going on here? So yeah, his gums attack his teeth, and so he has like some mild plaque, right? He had like a little bit of plaque on his teeth because he hadn't come in for a dental cleaning yet because he was so young. You know, he just got neutered like before I adopted him. Like when I got him and he like was still healing like from his neuter. So it was this thing of like, yeah, so he has this genetic thing. It's very common in Siamese, Maine Coon, and Ragdolls. He is neither the former. Or sorry, he's neither the latter. He is, if he was anything, he'd be a Siamese. But again, dumpster cat, like no clue. I think there's a way you could technically DNA test cats, but I don't know. They're dumpster cats. You gotta tell me they're a mix of everything. I know that. My kids got no pedigree, and I'm fine with that. But yeah, so sometimes and it's not, his case is caught super early. So typically, like that isn't caught until like 2 years old. Like at the latest. And there is a point where he may have to have all of his teeth extracted. That just happens with these cats sometimes. Sometimes all their teeth need to be extracted. And that's a bitch. It's thousands of dollars. So for now, he gets like a special water additive to his water bowl. That's like a teeth cleaner water additive that both him and Rigby get. It's a little expensive, but it's fine. And then I have to hold him down and brush his teeth every night. I'm not fucking kidding. I have to brush his. You should be, if you don't know, you should be brushing your dog's teeth every night anyway. And you should, if your cat will let you, be brushing your cat's teeth if they let you. Just to prevent periodontal disease, especially in dogs. Specifically, is like a super common, like basically their teeth rot out, and then it could also lead to organ failure. So you should be doing that. If you're not doing that, then like again, I'm not a vet. Consult with your vet, but yeah. So, but I have to hold him down, but he's getting better at it. And he knows what's gonna happen. It's hard because I also don't want to brush his teeth after his food, but he's so food motivated. I'm like, if you just want to brush your teeth, I'll give you a true. Like, ah. But yeah, those are my crazy cats and their crazy stories. Dante has not had an emergency vet visit yet, knock on wood. What are you looking at me for? I know I said your name. Yeah. But they're loafers. If I have good pictures of them, I'll stick them up now. I think this has been a lot of me talking. We're at 36 minutes recording right now. So I'm going to cut it here. And I have no idea. I'm going to do something else that's not talking to you guys. Cutting now. Welcome back. As you can see, we're somewhere different. This is my moss farm, as you can see in the flashback. It's really simple. Let me go ahead really while I talk, find out the exact creator. I thought it was going to be super inefficient because I was like looking at the design and I was like, this doesn't feel right, but it is by UForced. That's UFORCED, UForced on YouTube. And the video is the easiest moss farm in Minecraft. It was literally just the first thing I saw, so that's why I clicked it. But basically the way it works, if I don't lag, geez Louise. Oh boy, we're talking about AI in the chat right now. I gotta be out of this conversation for a second. So basically you'll see that there's 4 chests right here and they all take all the moss. And this has only been running for about 30 minutes. So this is more moss than I think I'll ever need. I'm really excited about these azalea bushes. In fact, I'm gonna take some of these right now. And then these 3 ones actually just go down to a calm posture bone meal, and then it feeds back in. So I'm gonna freak him a little bit and cheat, but you can see here, it goes right back into these, and then down here, and then into a dispenser. And there's a single block right here that just keeps creating more moss. So it's a really simple dimple farm, but works really well. All this moss is up here, and I think still gotta figure out a way to decorate it. I have no idea what I'm gonna do. I want to make everything over in this area mostly out of broken down stone, so I think I got some work to do, but I gotta take a break from texting and chat for a second. Okay, so let's go ahead. I think we're gonna go run around spawn for a little bit, see if we can find anyone to interact with and say hi and doing, because it's actually quite a busy day for it being a Thursday, which is nice. So I think, oh, was it here? Oh, I don't like that either. Okay, I thought I could stick this up here. No, well, never mind. It's very pretty though. It's gonna look really good. Yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and head to spawn. Take a look. Yep, I know. I will be participating in the gauntlet this year. I will be off of work, so I'll be participating. I'm gonna go ahead and record that. At least I'm gonna reach out to staff and make sure they're okay with me recording it. I'm sure probably yes, but I will be at least participating. I was thinking about maybe streaming it, but I don't stream that. I don't know. Yeah, so it looks like, yeah, this is still unfinished. This is still cheaper than Wit. Poor Wit. That's unlucky. Poor Wit. Yeah, we've been dogging on him a little, maybe a little too much. Let me take a look. We'll just kind of fiddle faddle around, see if anyone's on the server. Don't see any big dots. I mean, someone's dots this way. Oh, they must have logged off. Oh, yeah, they're going about AI in the chat. Yeah, I know. Bass Pro Shop's still looking great. Not done yet. Also, whoever took this land, Debacker. Okay, cool. Actually, wait a minute. Today's the 26th. Ferb, I know what we're gonna do today. Expansion. Yeah, so no progress has been made here. Yay, Ferb, I know what we're doing today. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and... Cool, yeah, you can't just take a shop plot and not do anything with it for a month, so... Oh my god, this is the spot I originally wanted that was claimed. So I think that means... Honestly, I mean, how far do we want to go, though? I mean, I'm cool with leaving this path open. I think what we'll do is we'll just kind of... Kona block and first get it to the owner. Like let them know there's no blocks here. No, besides oak. Besides oak. Besides oak logs. Okay, cool. This is my, no, just so I know for the future. Oh. Co-inspect. Okay. Tobaccaker claimed the land originally. And now it's mine. I've stolen it. Call me a colonizer. Hell yeah. Okay. Okay, well, I wasn't expecting a shop expansion, but I think I want to start selling all the moss stuff I have. This is mine now, forever. Yeah, so I think we've got a surprise shop expansion going on here. This is going to be a long episode. Oh.
Wait, hi.
Oh, hi. Hello. Hi, I'm recording. Y'all scared the shit out of me.
You wanna use this area?
Bricky said it was cool. It's mine now.
Yeah, you can.
I just put that was my sign. I just put that up.
It was made for
I
sorry.
I just put it up being like toxics.
Poor snail. Put the sign up for nothing because it got broken.
Yeah.
Here.
There.
It's back. My bad.
You're all good. I accidentally resent the same message too. Oops.
I think I'm gonna remove this as well because he's not playing. Why is he building? Like, it's literally a base. If you go in, there's a bed and stuff.
Yeah. I think. Okay. Cool. Yeah. This is mine. Can I go like I think I'm gonna. I'm gonna go all the way out here. I'm gonna connect it like this. I think that makes sense. But literally, like I think in my episode when I claimed my shop plot, I was like, I want this spot, but someone's taken it, and so I've kind of had my eye on it, and so I saw the sign, and I was like, shop expansion. I was like,
He hasn't logged on in a while,
hey,
so it doesn't matter.
do you
What?
think if I went to
Did he join?
did you join?
There's no way.
Just no way. That'd be funny. Do you think if I went to someone and asked them if they'd be willing to make me a command block that would teleport Wit out of here every time he arrived, I could have that happen?
Ask Mona.
I'll have to ask Vanna because he keeps buying out my. I have mending here now because I have a mending villager and I'm underselling him. So he can.
I do not think anybody else can put command blocks down in Mona, but
That's fine.
I may be mistaken.
You know what? I already stole Wit's fish. I should be nicer to him.
Nah, you should like.
Yeah.
You need that command block. You just like put pressure plates here, 2 command blocks, and
And then every time he walks in,
gets on them.
teleports.
You know what you should do? You should ask Mona to put like a thing. If Wit stands on it, he just gets permanently banned.
Poor Wit.
Of the server, not like of your shop. Just like the whole server, permanently banned immediately.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh poor Wit. And then I can buy evil enchants out from under him. Oh, who bought? What did I put here? Oh, name tags. That was what I had.
I don't think this.
It's fixed. It should be
Nice,
fixed.
finally.
Finally. I don't know why it did
Took a
that.
while.
I thought I had fixed it and I didn't, and I was like, but now it's fixed.
Because it was 1 diamond for four slots,
and I didn't realize
and there was
it.
only 3 slots in it.
Yeah, so I fixed it. It's fixed. So I'm gonna expand out this way, and I think I'm gonna. Do I know what I'm gonna sell? No, but I'll figure it out. I mean, I want.
What else is swampy that you could sell?
I mean, I could sell. I have a moss farm now, so I might start selling moss.
Or Fabled, you're taking his fucking shop at too.
I mean, he's got has some competition though. Fabled can handle it. Okay, he can handle it.
You're just gonna be like, fucking Epic was last season. And by the end of the season, you're just gonna be selling everything.
Dude,
Underselling
Epic,
everybody.
who got me banned because he told me I could have his fish from his shop without paying, and then I got banned because I was stealing, and then he was like, I didn't tell her she could do that, and I was like, dude, you told me I could do that.
Who was
You-
that?
Epic Wise Sage.
Oh, well, I thought it was us.
No.
I was talking about Epic.
No. It was a funny thing where he was like, yeah, no, you could steal, just take it, it's fine, I don't need it, and I was like, cool, so I took it, and then I got banned. I was like, wait, guys, no, I didn't steal, I swear.
Happens to the best of us.
Yeah, so
I don't know why I'm lingering, by the way. I'm just stopping your
It's
recording
fine.
for some reason.
I mean, I'm just
here
gonna keep this
talking.
in my episode now. You're gonna
Oh,
finally be in an
no.
episode.
No, don't do that. No.
Why?
Yeah,
I don't. It would be
mm.
my first twink in any of my episodes.
I'm not, okay. Why is there this thing about me that I'm a twink?
I don't know.
I know.
I can't.
I know. I'm small and I'm fragile, but I'm not a twink.
I know. I know you're not a twink. I just think it's funny. I think
There's
it's.
a misconception going around.
I think it's funny that you told me that. Well, now we have a shop expansion. So, God, hopefully I learn how to use this land. Maybe I'll do something fun with redstone over here too. Something so it's not just a
You could
shop.
do some animation stuff. Maybe like put sticky pistons down and a redstone clock.
Well, I
and-
want to. I'm gonna start doing news segments. I think so. Yeah, how's this look? I think, yeah, it kind of looks like a lopsided dick, but I can't really do anything about that. Sorry, I'm trying to look at this. Okay.
Baker's other shop too,
Mhm.
and then the shop above you. You need to. I'm
Oh. I
you
need,
wait until the 31st. The shop will get removed on the 31st, and then you take over this one too, and then
and then it's just all swamp.
no, you come to this shop. I don't know whose this is.
I don't
He's
think.
a shop. You ask him to remove the shop, and you can make a whole penis.
Oh, you're so right. I could.
I think that's what you need to do.
I know. That's what I need to do. I think
One
what we're
ball
gonna
here,
do
one ball there, and penis there.
is
It's,
I'm
would
gonna
be
figure out a
perfect.
way to make a big gator. So unlike this derpy gator I got going on, who I love very dearly, but
Oh, you built it next to the thing, I think.
Yeah, you put it for me, and now I have access to that command now. But it says don't mind the gator, and it's a gator.
Yeah. Oh.
Okay, don't. I have better ones at my base. Don't. Yeah. So
I'll, I, mm.
cool. I'll give myself.
It
some,
is a gator. It is a gator. You know, it sure is a gator. More of what are the animals who have like the big noses?
anteaters.
Platypus.
No, platypus.
Platypus. You need to put a hat on him,
Is a
and then
super
Dr. Doomlish
aquatic
might,
land.
his.
What is it? It's a super aquatic land mammal, egg-laying land mammal of action.
I have no idea. I watched it in Hungarian,
Oh my
so
god.
I don't know what it says in English.
Yeah,
Well,
Perry.
nice.
All right. Well,
Anyways,
thank you. I'm gonna put you in my video now. Get bent.
that's. Oh,
See.
can't wait to see myself in the new episode.
Yeah. Well, we already talked about penises and yeah. Okay.
Not a PG-30 episode, that's for sure.
Dude, all mine are R-rated.
Oh, what?
I mark them not.
Yes.
I mark them not suitable for kids every time.
I mean, you don't really usually do anything bad in them.
I don't, but I don't want children watching my content. Ew, gross.
Especially now with the lopsided dick.
I know. What am I gonna do about my lopsided dick? I think I'll figure it out. This will be good. I mean, honestly, I could if I was a real dick. I'm not going to because I don't think I need to. I could take this all the way down this path, but I'm not going to. I'm gonna leave this.
You could do what?
I could take it all. I could like literally expand all the way this way and wrap it around, like go out.
I think you
here.
should just take all spawn
Yeah, I mean,
and
at
make
this
it
point,
into your shop.
alligator takeover. I mean, this is gonna be a popular shop when I get that blue axolotl.
Yeah, for sure. Blue axolotl.
Yep, I'm gonna do it. Okay, well, I gotta end my episode, so unless you want to be here while I end it.
No, no.
All right, bye. See you later,
Bye.
Twink.
What?
Okay. So, unexpected shop expansion, which is great. Here, I'm going to mute myself because I know someone's going to come up and bug me. Unexpected shop expansion. I don't know what I'm going to do with it, but I'm going to make it work. I think I have some area to play with it. I want to make a news segment, I think is what's going to work. Yeah. Thanks so much for watching today. I don't know how long this episode's going to be. I've been kind of playing with it. But you guys have a great day. Stay safe. Unclench your jaws, straighten your backs, watch your posture. Bye-bye.